With the municipal election right around the corner, we spoke with mayoral candidate Rick Shone to see what changes he would bring to the city's top office. Why do you think you're the right person to lead Winnipeg?
Well, I have a pretty diverse background when it comes to leadership and management. I've run a business here in our city for the last 20 years. I've hired hundreds of Winnipeggers. I also started to sit on some neighborhood boards like Central Neighborhoods Association, West End Biz, started volunteering at Main Street Project, so really started to get to learn some of the major issues in our city. My experience in travel to 30 plus countries and hundreds of cities has helped me develop experience and ideas that we can bring back to Winnipeg to make Winnipeg a city that we all find a great place to live, but also can be really proud of.
Winnipeg is considered one of the most dangerous cities in Canada, so crime is obviously a major topic this election. What are your plans to ensure Winnipeggers feel safe in their city?
There's lots of things that can be said about this for sure. I think the first thing is we want to make sure that our police have the ability to manage the crime, manage the issues that they face on the street. So we want to make sure they're spending less time in hospitals, less time doing wellness checks, which are better suited for social services, and more time being on the streets. The most important thing, which I think is really a long-term solution, is we need to really look at some of these root causes of crime, which is, poverty, addictions, mental health, gangs, those kinds of things. And those are really hard things to solve, but we need to put actions in play right now that can do that. And some of them are really easy, like funding recreational centers, arts, music, culture.
If elected, you plan to change the culture at the Winnipeg Police Service. What does that mean and what does that look like?
Overall, I think we need a new culture in City Hall. We need a culture that is empowering, one where city employees, feel good about doing their jobs and bring ideas to the table and push boundaries and not have fear of reprimand. So we need to make sure that we have the right leadership at the top to inspire the police officers to go to work every day, be the best they can be, deal with every situation in the best manner possible where they're protecting Winnipeggers' constitutional rights.
Let's talk transit now. Your platform mentions investing in alternative transportation. Can you further explain what that means?
My plan particularly focuses on working from the downtown core outwards. And the reason being is because we already have a certain density in the downtown and the core, and it is easier to build these alternative forms of transportation like active transportation lanes, bike lanes, and those kinds of things in areas where there already are a lot of people living in more dense neighborhoods.
And Rick, if you were to get elected, what will your first 100 days in office look like?
The first 100 days, I've said right from the beginning that I believe we have a financial management problem in the city. So the first thing I will do is bring every councillor together to the table, figure out how do we work together more collaboratively, be honest about where we are spending our money, what departments we're spending our money with. Those are the most important things. So for the future, we can create a financially sustainable city where we can deliver services properly that all Winnipeggers deserve.
Stay tuned at City News as we bring you more interviews with mayoral candidates.